going to be going through the Elite Four a few times with 2 separate Pokemon that we need to. So let me, who's on the team right now? No, we gotta go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna put Dratini on the team as well, because once Puputar, I cannot believe Moopa named it that. Once Puputar levels up and evolves, then we can switch over to Dratini. But I need to know what box Dratini's in, because I forgot. So we're gonna go to desktop. Where's the document? Pokemon Crystal PC. Alright, Dratini, where you at? You were in box 6. Okay. Here we go. I still have a pesky cough. I don't know what's going on. Alright, withdraw. I gotta find your teenie. So we got level 12. Stats. Is this the one that I want to do? No. Where's the other one? Don't tell me they're in separate boxes. Oh no. I have to go to a different box. In box 10. Damn it. I did an oopsie. This is the one I think that's gonna be a Dragonite. I think. I could be wrong. I could be way wrong. Yeah, that'll be a lot easier. I didn't realize it was already level 40. That's gonna help a lot. Okay, so this might actually take way less time than I thought. Okay, so we do have items, right? Yes. So we're good to go. I'm gonna put on the Pokemon music because I don't want to just do vibing. So let's see. Video. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna mute this and we're just going to hit, where is it? This one.
Just called this a Super Saiyan 2.
Slim, welcome, man. How are you? We're on the finale, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Hello there.
Hello there. As you can tell, I'm wearing cat ears. And also, we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is type exclamation gift. Do 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 do. All right, so Puputar can't fight yet, so we need to go stonks. Absolutely. Let's go Typhlosion. All right, little rag time for the game corner from Kanto. And I may need to turn this down. I don't know yet. Trying to learn Rock Slide? Sure. Let's get rid of Leer. There's really no point for having Leer and Screech. What's up, Sabbath? What you doing, buddy? I think he sees the cat ears. Oh, they're basically doing no damage now, which is so good. Alright, we got this. This will be easy. So what kind of Pokemon card is it for the giveaway? So I have a few of them. And it's mostly duplicates that we pulled. But we've got... I guess I should go over here for a sec. So it's stuff like this. I can't see. There's a mic in the way. But so you got like Venusaur, Rattata, Raticate, Pikachu, Clefairy, Executor, Lapras, Water Onix, Snorlax, Articuno, Zapdos, Ambipom, Slaking. Like there's quite a few. Okay, I didn't know if it was just a certain special kind or something. Oh no. These are like duplicates that I've gotten so far. And I'm sure I'll get more too as we progress through opening packs and stuff. Also, JP, how's it going? Alright, let's get this. So this actually will take less time than I thought, because Dratini's already level 40. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna keep this over here so I can see the timer a little easier. I hate Moopa for naming it Poo-Poo-Tar. Just making breakfast noise. It's cold. Yeah, it's 39 over here. Moopa named it. JP helped out with the name. I'm not happy about it. I'm actually going to drop this into player mode. There we go. Alright. We're already at 24, which is great. By the end of this battle, Larvitar should be at 24. Stir says he likes it because he has to walk in attics and summer is a nightmare. Yeah, I can imagine that. Oh no, I got frozen. Sometimes if you use a fire move, it'll thaw you out. I'm thinking that might not happen this time. Rude. Well, we'll go with Quagsire then. Frozen has been out a while. You just got it? Yeah. Well, Jinx has the defense of a paper plate, so I knew that would finish it pretty quick. Alright, cool. We're making stuff happen. Alright, so we gotta revive Typhlosion. I keep wanting to say T-Tar, but that's not T-Tar. Those are two different Pokemon. I got so distracted yesterday, I forgot Tony and Mastiff get to claim a Pokemon too. It do be like that sometimes though. I had to turn off the heater. It was getting way too stuffy in here. It do be like that though. Also, we got 19 more minutes for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units every 5 minutes. Yeah, that would not have done well. I considered, honestly, staying in against the Ariados, and that would have been a mistake. It would have one-shot me. We don't like that. I made the right call. Water for Ace. Yeah. I need to go get water. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. I got water. It's a water bottle. Did you best mower, Ace? I don't have a lawnmower. Best beats.
Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I'm terribly sorry. Sorry.
I don't have a yard to mow with. It was actually a really close like challenge. Like we were neck and neck for a while. What badge? We went because it was so quick to get to 4. We just went ahead and went to 8. And there was still time left over. Which one is this? Oh, Viridian Forest. Nice. Did you win? I don't know. I feel like I don't want to give it away yet. For people who weren't here. Or couldn't stay for the whole thing. Because, like, I'm going to be making videos out of them. Don't you know? And I'm going to be putting at least my portion, I'm going to put that on the VOD channel at some point. I feel like Crobat would have a grass move, but I could be wrong. There's a Loudred in chat if a man wants to try and catch it. Also, I am 20 levels below that. I don't think so. Yeah, can you, like, not? Alright, we got 4 more levels. Mano, are you feeling any better, buddy? We'll go Zaytu, it's fine. Good call right there. All right, 2 down. And we're making money. I mean, really, we don't need a lot of money. But it is what it is. And if I remember right, we only have to get to like 50 or 51 for Dragonair. And then we're done. I think you're gonna go for Dig. So let's go Zaytu. Yep. Did quick attack, interesting. I don't think so, though. I feel like if I did fly, Bruno would switch out an Onyx or something. I don't know if Bruno's that smart, though. Did go straight for Onyx this time, though. Yeah, we'll go Quagsire. Actually, I had to think about it for a second. I'm not 100% awake yet. Went Earthquake. Did nothing, though. Another Earthquake. Another one. Alright, 27. We got 3 more levels to go. Okay, so this one I'll go into Typhlosion so I can get the extra cash. Hello there. Two-Scar, hello there. How's it going? We are doing a giveaway. Just like the thingy down there says. Exclamation gift, you'll be entered in. It's the usual 3 things. The stickers, the Pokemon card, or the TCG online code card. Do. I'm good. How are you? I'm still kind of waking up a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I did not go into Typhlosion, did I? Clearly not awake. We'll have to do it for this one. Is he gonna go into Ice Punch or Mach Punch? My guess, Mach Punch. Yep. Crash Trap ain't gonna do nothing. Two more levels. Is Karen gonna be able to finish off the level grinding? I don't know. Scar got those Reaper emotes. It does appear to be, yes. Alright, Pokemon. I think we're good on health for this fight, but maybe the next one. That's why Ace is the GOAT. The GOAT. Somebody said yesterday, I think it was AL, like this challenge just seems way too overwhelming. I think it's fun. I think shiny hunting, like specific Pokemon, is overwhelming. Personally. And I know, I tried. I failed bad. Starting Gen 3 onward, it gets easier with the PC at least. Yeah. Because if you go curse, I can at least hit you fast. Went lick this time, okay. We good? And we got about 8 more minutes for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. Level 29. I think we'll have it before Lance. I think. I hope. Alright, Thunder Punch. Because we got Vileplume and Houndoom next. Okay, that was like 700 points. This is going to be at least 1,000. And Vileplume would be at least 1,000. Are we at least a third of the way there? We're a fourth or a fifth, it's hard to tell. Alright, Quagsire, you gotta finish off Houndoom. You gotta survive 2 crunches, buddy.
Monkey.
Why?
Monkey, you have shown me, monkey. Monkey.
Got him. Oh yeah, we got it. Perfect. I didn't think it'd be 1,500, but yeah, that works. And Vileplume would be at least 1,000. Gen 2 is when they first introduced Dark type. Yes, this is actually the Dark type trainer. Dark type, in quotes. Because the only 2 Dark types she has, or no, she has 3. She has Murkrow, Umbreon, and Houndoom. But the other 2 are Gengar and Vileplume. So she's like dark and poison, basically. There we go. We got a Puputar. JP, I hope you're proud of yourself. Accidentally hits B. Fuck! Very brown. Okay. Alright, now we can switch over to Dratini, which is great. Item give. So we might only have to do 11 levels. I don't remember how many EXP shares or rare candies I have. It's at least 4. It might be 5 though. Alright, so we need to heal up and then we'll kick Lance's butt again. Alright, so I need to do the...
Two Scar Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to SL No. Two Scar Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to a Capifan.
2 Scar. Bro.
2 Scar Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to Gems_Kidfire.
2 Scar, thank you so much.
2 Scar
5
Gaming
gifted
gifted
subs,
a tier
bro.
1 sub to Pastel_Nerd_.
I haven't seen Pastel Nerd in a while. It's been a minute. And
2
Tori
Scar
got
Gaming
one.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Twinkly Tor.
Awesome. 2 Scar, thank you so much. No!
Oh, fucking woot choo choo.
Yeah. What was that? There was a goal and I was about to be hit. Well, now we're doing 2 giveaways. I don't know where the burp came from, but alright. That wasn't in the song. But thank you for the biddies, JP. Please stop. Alright, let me heal up so I don't forget. And then we'll do a 6, 8, 10. 3 Pokemon packs. Slim, thank you for the biddies. we have a train going. Choo choo. Oh my god. Alright, let me save. We'll switch over real quick. Oh my god. Let's flip over here. Whoa, I have arrived at the party, I see. You have. Alright, so I'm going to pause this for a sec. We're going to go into some chiller music. Kinda. We'll do the wheels first. Because we got 6 and 9.
Play now, you're an all-star. Get your goof on, go play. Play now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Slim, thank you for the biddies. Alright, we need to get... Let's do the wheel spins first. Wheel punishment. There we go. And yes, if you're not following Slim and Tuscar, definitely drop follows. They're great variety streamers. I didn't know Slim was playing Dead Space. I like the action in the second one more than the first one because it just seemed more fluid, but it got a massive level curve. Or difficulty curve near the end. It's still early enough. If it lands on a cosplay, I will go change into that cosplay. Alright, I will do guitar, sure. There's a Gothita in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it. And we are also giving away a $10 gift card today as well. So we're doing 3 giveaways. So just keep that in mind. So what I will do, the winner of the first one gets to decide between stickers, a $10 gift card, a Pokemon card, or the TCG Online code card. So we're giving away 4 different things now. So just be sure to type in !gift. And we'll have 3 winners today. So there's that. So I gotta play guitar, sure. Let's open up some Pokemon packs. That sounds like fun. Coincidentally, I have 3 left. I don't think I'm gonna win that one, but we'll try after I open up the packs. Okay, so I need to turn on the camera thingy. Let's see, I need the app. And we gotta switch to over here. That's what I want.
Tuscar Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to Cosmic_Rose.
Now I have to do 100 push-ups. Tuscar, what are you doing, dude? Y'all are crazy. Alright. Thank you for the gifted sub. Alright, let's play Guess the Energy. Y'all get to decide, or y'all get to guess what energy you think it's gonna be. If I can open the pack, that'd be great. Ah, got it. Yay, push-ups. Yay, push-ups. I see a Litwick. We do have Litwick, I know that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Well, that kind of answered that. This one doesn't count. This one's a V-Star, so that kind of gives it away. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Komala, which we already have. We got a toolbox. We got Hariyama, which I don't remember if we have or not. I don't think we do. We got Litwick, I know that. Rhyhorn, I can't remember if I have or I think I have. Apom, I know we have. Roselia, we have. Gumi, we have. Alright, we got a reverse holo Valo. You know, the dude from Legends Arceus. Sky, welcome in. How are you?
I really like cone.
And we got a Greedent, which I'm pretty sure we have, so. Alright, so there's our holo. Holo Valo. Alright. Let's try the energy trick on this one. Let's see. God, these are impossible to open. What the hell? Ah, got it. Maybe we'll have some luck with this one. I don't know. Maybe not. Alrighty, so what's the giveaway? We are doing the usual, the stickers, the Pokemon card, the TCG Online card, and a $10 gift card. Those are the 4 choices. Alright, so we got Fighting, Electric. JP said Water earlier. I'm gonna say Grass. Psychic. Alright, so we got Mind Shao, which we already have. Lake Acuity, which I don't care about. Nuzleaf, which I can't remember if we have or not, so I'm going to put that right here. Roselia. Inkay, I can't remember if I got Inkay or not. Wait, we get 4 choices? Yes. The first person that wins is going to get 4 choices to pick from. Porygon, which I can't remember if we have or not. Blipbug, which I know we have. Finian, which I know we have. Alright, the reverse is Sudowoodo, which I think we have common, so we got a reverse. And Rhyperior, which we don't have yet. Alright, and the last... Come on. The last Pokemon pack that we have until next week. The other ones should be in sometime next week. I don't know when.
Oh, woo.
Slim, thank you for the biddies. Alright. Let's guess the energy on this one. I feel like these might have been weighed a little bit. I don't know. Alright, Tiny says electric. I'm gonna go with grass still. Any other guesses? I'm gonna go with grass. Let's see what it is. It's steel. Alright, we got Galarian Stunfisk. Okay. Got Bronzong. We're getting some Pokemon we don't have yet, so that's great. Colress's Experiments. Seedot, which I can't remember if we have or not. Slugma, which I'm pretty sure we have. Tynamo, which I know we have. Mindfu, I'm pretty sure we got. Litleo, which I don't remember if we have or not. We got a Medicham as the reverse holo. Cool. And we got a Parasect, which we already have a better version of that, so. Cool. I don't think we got much out of those packs, but it is what it is. That's just the name of the game sometimes. But we got plenty of Pokemon we didn't have before, so that's cool. That's really the point of what we're doing. So cool. Alright, so I gotta do 100 push-ups, and then guitar, or guitar and then push-ups. Maybe I'll do push-ups first. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all.
Be the best that you can be. Don't want you to be out of breath when you sing. That is a good point. That is a good point. Okay, so we can close this out for... Well, we can just close that out. We're done with that for today because I don't have any more packs right now. But thank you, everybody, for all the biddies and the subs that we got. Thank you so much. You definitely don't have to at all. It is all greatly appreciated though, 100%. Let's do these. Ooh, all right. Aren't you glad you don't have to sing now? Aren't you glad I didn't say orange? Also, we got about 13 more minutes for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. All right, Lance. I got you, bro. I need to see if I have the upgrade for Porygon 2. I have no idea if I do or not. It's Water Onyx. It's Dratini. Let's see. We're going to go into Typhlosion. Easy. Hyper Beam. You trying to grind out Dratini? Yes, we're only getting to like 51, I think. We don't have to go super far. Because I got a bunch of rare candies. Need to restart PC. Alright, cool, cool. This music is goated. This is Celadon City. I just find a bunch of mixes on YouTube. And I put them together and make an album like that. What is that badge on Scar? That is the Metroid badge. It's the 5K badge for biddies. So yeah, subs, they have Smash Bros like characters, and then biddies, they have Smash Bros like icons from those characters. Well, this is actually fitting. We're going against the champion. This is going against blue at the end of red, blue, and yellow. Do thunder, do you coward. Do it. Oh, you coward. What's the one after 10K? Honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea. I can go look it up. I just gotta remember how to do that. Admittedly, I haven't seen them in a while, so I don't know. Emotes, maybe? No. Maybe it's sub badges? No. It's 20K? Wow. It's a star, but I don't know. If I had to guess, it's from Kirby. I'm trying to remember where it is in here. I don't remember. Vicky, welcome in. How are you? We are doing a giveaway. Exclamation gift. There are 4 things to choose from. We got stickers, Pokemon cards, Pokemon TCG Online code cards, and then we're doing a $10 gift card as well. DBD made me want to uninstall it. It was pretty brutal last night. That's a lot. I need to distress really bad. Well, maybe winning a giveaway will help. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think this music is it though. But I totally get it. Last night was pretty pretty hardcore. It really was. I will agree. Yeah, this is a chill grinding session, so, you know, if nothing else. I was kind of knocking out challenges last night, but yeah, it was pretty rough. Admittedly, I body blocked JP by accident. I just wasn't thinking. There's a Dupiter in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it. I had 3 killer games where I just couldn't even catch up to the survivors. By the time I even hit them once, 3 gens were done. Yeah. It do be like that. Do I have Dupiter? I don't know if I do or not. I do. Okay. Damn. I still can't one-shot that Dragonite yet. I doubt I'll be able to, but I might. Can I get a high roll this time? No, I got a low roll this time. That got rid of the confusion too. Yikes. All right, Dratini, go and get the go get the experience, buddy. I'm gonna go into Puputar and try and heal up Quagsire one more time. I don't think Quagsire can tank 2 hits. Definitely not from a Hyper Beam. Nice, Slim, you got it. Congratulations. Yes, Puputar, hilarious. Ooh, thank you for the epic unit. Alright, Quagsire. Yeah, we're gonna do Quagsire. I love it. I love it, Gary. Should be at 42, right? No? Wow. Dragonair is gonna take a minute. What? Dratini is evolving! No way! Do do do. Do 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 do. Bow. Alright, we gotta button mash through this. I need to figure out. There they are, the bit tier badges. Here we go. Yeah, it's Kirby Star. After that is Star Fox, and then Pokemon, and then Luigi, and then Earthbound, and then Captain. It's just gonna keep going. I only filled in up to 3.5 million bits. I don't think we'll ever hit that. But that's Banjo's little jigsaw puzzle piece. It goes up to 5 million. But we will never hit that. There's no way. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and reset it. So I can go ahead and put Puputar back in the box. Which is just spectacular. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so if I got my math right, we got 10 levels to go. I think I have 4 left over. Let me double check. Withdraw. Where are the rare candies at? Did I pass them? Oh, here they are. Yeah, we got... Okay, we only have to go to 50. Even better. Okay, perfect. Alright, change box. I'm gonna deposit Puputar in here. Bye-bye, Puputar. How many of each item do I have right now? That's not my items. 5. Okay, we'll buy 5 hyper potions. That'll get me by for a little bit. Cool. It says I have 204 and I have 205 written down, so clearly I messed up somewhere. Could not tell you where. We also have less than 2 minutes for stream raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. I'm gonna guess 2 more passes through the Elite Four and we'll be done. If I had to guess. I was really hoping the extra Pokemon packs would be in this week, but they won't be in until, like... What did they say? Let me see. Amazon? No, we're not gonna fight. That's just plain ludicrous. Do 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 do. They should be in Monday. Should. So maybe we'll have them for Tuesday's stream. Do 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 do. I'm surprised stream raiders didn't scale back more. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're just gonna give you a hard time. Do 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 do. All right, we got 8 more levels for Dragonair to be a Dragonite, and then we'll be good. It's gonna go for Ice Punch for sure. Like, we know that. What did you say, bummer things? Oh, I don't know about that. Who thank you for the epic unit? Thank you for the epic unit. We may need them. I'm relatively sure we're gonna need them. Do 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 do. Yes, it is. Okay. We evaded the attack. Nice. Cinnabar's a bump in place, y'all. Alright, we got 8 more. Oh, wait. I need to heal up Typhlosion. That would probably be a smart call. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Alright, what's next? Oh, yeah. Vermilion City. Yeah, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out and this out. We don't need those anymore. Let's put that up. Let's put that up. There we go. And currently we have 5 in for the giveaways. 3 people will win. And the gift card is first come, first serve.
His palms spaghetti, knees weak, arms spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater spaghetti. Mom spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm spaghetti. To drop bombs, but he keeps on spaghetti.
So thank you for the biddies. Mom spaghetti. Goodness gracious. I didn't know that was an emote. It's just a plate of spaghetti. Ain't that spectacular? This cat, I swear. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got 8 more levels, and then what we're gonna have to do... We're gonna go catch a bunch of Pokemon. And then we'll start trading over. Also, I need to make sure I have all the items for trading. Yep. In fact, let me get the living dex up so I can see who all has an item. I remember several years ago... friend of a friend gave me some venison and I made spaghetti with it. It was fantastic. Interesting. Do the earthquake. Yay! Okay, so who all evolves with an item? Alright, Politoed is one. Slowking is another. I've never had venison. I have no idea what it tastes like. Steelix and Scizor. Kingdra, Porygon 2. Okay. So 6 Pokemon evolve with items. Who are we fighting? I'm like thinking like way in advance. I need to focus on the here and now. There's also a Ducklet in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it. Ah, we're poisoned. You jerk. That cough needs to go away. As I've heard now, it's not even associated with anything. Alright, 43, so we got 7 more levels to go. Aw, sorry, Sky. It do be like that. And yes, Friday at 7 p.m. Central, we are doing a community game night. Chat gets to pick the games. It'd be a lot of fun. Someone remind me. Hey, Sky. Guess what? On Friday at 7 p.m. Central, we're doing a community game night.
For me, I really like Coke.
That would do it. You could also put it on your calendar. That's usually what I do for stuff. I don't check my calendar enough. I mean, mine sends me alerts. I mean, I'll add members in Discord, so at the very least, you'll get an alert the day of. The answer is no. Let's see what happens. I want to see if you'll switch. You do detect. Okay. That's how you get by. Interesting. I forget so much. I bought one of those big marker board calendars and write everything I need to remember on it. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna go make some tea. Don't worry, Sky. I'll do it right. Yeah, microwave and no milk. That's how you do it. And you use reused tea bags. That's how you make tea. Earthquake. No thanks. Okay, so I need 2 is a sin. Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like microwaving water for tea is a sin as well. I do that for hot chocolate, and I feel like that's fine. Those are obviously 2 different things, but still. I feel like Sandstorm hurts him more than it does me. Only one of his Pokemon is rock and ground. Microwave water for tea is downright treason. Understandable. Alright, Machamp, let's see here. Can't stand it. Seems like a sin living in Texas, but I can't. Well, it's only like iced tea. Texas sweet tea. Apparently British is a flavor and a brand. I don't know what British tastes like, to be honest. I used to like iced tea. Not so much anymore. I just stick to water for everything now. Ooh, Ice Punch is gonna hurt. Not really. Hitmonchan special is just abysmal. Twinkie!
This is what I call a Super Saiyan 3.
Can we get an unshout out for Twinkie? I'm gonna be honest, I forgot what the command is, but the mods remember it, right? Drink. Alright, sure. I do need to stay hydrated, this is true. There we go. Pagarino. We're doing kitty treats, sure. Let me save real quick, we'll do kitty treats. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter what kind of kitty treat we do. Wow. I was just about to, oh, you're talking to JP. I was like, wow, I was just asking what kind of treat you wanted to do. I didn't know that brought in such hostility. I guess fancy. No, once you, like, it's already been redeemed, you can't unredeem it. Sabbath. There he is. Yeah, I found that out one day. I was like, oh, well. Yeah, once it's a one and done kind of thing. Otherwise, she'll get them. Whatever treats the kitties desire. I mean, they'll go for either one. Honestly, I feel like fancy treats for the redemption and then regular treats for the raids. I feel like that's better. I'll mute string. Hang on. Okay. Oh, you're talking about for the thing. It's like, I feel like I missed something, but all right. I was gonna pretend I forgot, at least. Oh, well. Okay. Hey, what are you doing? What you doing? All right, we healed up, right? No, we did not. I'm glad I checked. That would have been very bad. That was nice and peaceful. I do my best. Not a sound. Okay, so we're going into Karen. Okay, so Typhlosion first. Yeah, I remember now. Took me a minute. I don't think Dragon Arrow will be able to finish that off. Yeah, do this. Ow! I really need that cough to stop. Like, I don't have anything else going on, just a cough. Occasionally. And it's not to the point where it hurts. I don't have any other symptoms. It's just annoying. I better not have COVID again. I'm seriously about to move. Yes, I did, Slim. Sag. Your VOD channel officially doubled in subs. Yay! OBS was so ecstatic it's spazzing out. For whatever reason, I can't add that to the recommended channels on my main YouTube channel, and I have no idea why. Maybe because there's no videos up yet. That would be my guess. But once I move, I'll start putting videos up again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, Houndoom. You're gonna go crunch twice. I just need Quagsire to tank both of them. Just no crits. What did I say? I said no crits. Bro, not cool. I wasn't trying to button mash. That did a lot though. This might actually kill them. Almost. Almost. You coward, using a max potion instead of a full restore. Shameful. Ooh. Who's last? It's a Violet Plume, right? Yes. Perfect. Dreamy, welcome in. How are you? Everybody should go follow Dreamy to encourage Dreamy to stream again. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Honestly, I forget that's there half the time. Why are you shouting me out? Dreamy, I said to. What's a Japet? Oh, you were trying to do Kappa. Ah. Japet! Alright, so this should put us at the foreign version of is Japet. Ooh, I don't have any more full restores or full heals or anything. Yikes. Well, we're gonna wing it against Gyarados, so it's fine. There's a Salandit and Shadowfell. Let's try and catch it. Well, we broke it. Do 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 do. Me thinking, oh, I need to heal. I can't. I haven't caught him on in like 10 encounters. There are at least quests where that are set up to where attempted catches still counts. So that is a thing. I don't know if that's a quest currently, but alright, you're gonna do Hyper Beam, we know that. Oh, it went Rain Dance, okay. That means Surf's gonna do a lot more damage now. Damn, that did a lot. Shoot. I'm in trouble here. Hit him. Bet you won't. Yeah, we'll do this. Hyper Beam. Ancient Power. Why can I not buy the item? You didn't spell it right. What? Why did I flinch? Bite? Just read about a guy who's trying to make a VR headset that actually kills you if you die in the game. Yeah, let's not have an AI like that, because that seems really fucked up. Like, why the hell though? I don't know. Terrible issues abound. Yeah, basically. That just sounds like he wants a lawsuit. 500 times over. He will never financially recover from that. Hyper Beam. Do 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 do. So yeah, with the VODs channel, what I'm gonna do, once I make the challenge video for the main channel, I'm gonna upload the VOD itself, and then playthroughs going forward. I think starting next week, I'll upload as well. But I didn't want to start halfway into the challenge, of this challenge. I thought that'd be kind of weird. No! Hell yeah. It's where he got the idea from. People are dumb. Would you ever attempt a full shiny dex? In Gen 1, yeah. In Red, Blue, and Yellow. Hey look, I'm done. Maybe in Legends Arceus. I could probably do that. Keep forgetting Yellow was Gen 1. How about I do a full shiny dex in Pokemon Stadium? How's he gonna be able to register it if he's dead? Because I cannot think that anyone would be willing to test something. Yeah, basically. These are questions. And nobody has answers for it. But yeah, that's really dumb. So I'm thanking for the work. Also, Two-Scar, you get to nickname a bunch of Pokemon. Just a heads up. I got so distracted. I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that? I get distracted again. Yeah, because you gifted like 6 subs. Dreamy, thank you for the lurk. Kill it. Pog. Got a high roll. Kill it. I think I'll just go into Typhlosion. Almost survived it. Hello. Surf. Come on, you can tank that. Hell yeah. Suck it, Charizard. You got a crit off a flamethrower, though. Alright, so what level are we with Dragonair? I think we're still 46. It's gonna be a minute. But I knew this was gonna be a little while. Maybe in retrospect, I should have taken Pupitar through a couple more times instead of wasting a couple of rare candies, and then just saved all the rare candies for Dragonair. Maybe that would have been a better call. I don't know. So we have about 1 more minute for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. I don't know if we're gonna win. It do be like that though. Maybe Stream Raiders doesn't want us to play today. They're being mean. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and reset. Oh, that's the last song for that one. I've been dropping units. Oh yeah. Would you say it's really Dragonair? Wait, Dragonair and on and on and on. Well, the levels keep coming and they don't stop 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 coming. We need a new playlist. Let's see. Yeah. That's ominous. Alright, I'm gonna get right here. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, thank you for the lurk. Have fun at work. Don't forget to twerk. What else rhymes with that? I don't know. Yeah, at least they did scale it this time. That helps a lot. I'm like, Stream Raiders hates us today. That's all it is. I never forget to twerk. I do. I don't wanna. You can't make me. Alright, so Zayt, we're gonna go into Typhlosion. There's a low tat in chat if you want to try and catch it. Alright, 46. We got 4 more levels. Maybe we could do that this time through. Who knows? If we get to 49, I might just go to Mount Silver. That way we're not stuck in this 20-minute grind fest. curse. Sure, you do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cat ears back over here. Ooh, Typhlosion's about to be level 60. That's pretty cool. I wonder if Typhlosion gets Flamethrower, because that would be better than Fire Punch. Do. Pagarino, baby. Oh, hey, look at that. Flamethrower. That's better. So, I usually drink iced tea, peach tea. I forgot about peach tea. Or ginger ale. My housemate decided she didn't want a full Coca-Cola right now. Thus offered me half of it. Good lord, I forgot how gross. Yeah, if you don't drink Coke for a while, or soda in general, it does not taste good. Like, if you're used to drinking soda and stuff, try stopping for 2 months and then try drinking it again, and you'll realize it's bad. I'm drinking it, but like, bleh. Yeah. Ooh, we got Flamethrower. I'm happy now. I haven't had ginger ale in forever. I feel like Sprite and 7-Up are good, especially for when you're sick, because it's, you know, it helps with an upset stomach, but that's it. Like, there's really no other soda that's good. Maybe root beers for root beer floats. But, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, it tastes refreshing if you're sick or dehydrated. I don't know about dehydration, necessarily. But sick, yes. If you're dehydrated, you should not be drinking soda. It just makes it worse. We went from one chaotic track to something a little bit more calming. I said taste, not fixes. I should have bought some healing items. We're gonna be chancing it this time. Plus, I've seen videos of someone leaving a dark cola out in a glass for a month or something like that, and it literally turns into a black sludge. Yeah, I saw somebody that cleaned the rust off of the bumper of their car with Coca-Cola. I don't want that in my body. Let's go Zaytu. Yeah. Pagarino, baby. Wait, it did what? It got rid of the rust on the bumper of their car or their truck or whatever it was. Alright, Fortress always goes spikes, so we got that to deal with. Wonder what's in it that caused that reaction. I have no idea. I also saw something about, like, instant ramen noodles staying in your stomach for 3 days before being completely digested. But I don't know if that one's more. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what Bugatin is, or Bugatin, or who's the what's a gypser. I don't know what that is. Oh, gelatin. Yeah, at least that's utilizing something though. Like, it's utilizing some of the bones. So at least that's not going to waste. I guess, I don't know. I'm not the right person to talk about that stuff with, to be honest. I'm not a health expert. Alright, so we're level 47. We're pushing 48 by the time we finish Bruno. Maybe we're done after this time? I don't know. I feel like we'll at least be 49. Ginger ale, on the other hand, is the holy grail of sodas. Safeguard. What do you have right now? Get rid of Slam. Come on and Slam. And welcome to the jam. It's just the grind. It takes forever. Space Jam Party win though. Ooh, we could. If y'all want to suggest movies, just drop them in the suggestions channel or movie suggestions channel. Space Jam's a good one. I think a Christmas one got mentioned last time, or Gremlins. I think Gremlins got said. I don't remember. I could be wrong. But we'll be doing a watch party in December, so we could do a Christmas-esque movie. We could do Space Jam, something like that. Once there's enough movies in there or whatever, I can put up a poll, and I'll figure out when the best day to do that is. In fact, let me look at a calendar. Let's see, for December. Obviously not the first week in December because I'm moving. Maybe we could do a watch party on the 9th, and then we could do a community game night on the 23rd. That way they're 2 weeks apart. It doesn't inherently interfere with the holiday. I think that could work. I think we're good on healing, luckily. And luckily we didn't get a status this time, because I forgot to buy items. Even if we bite it and we lose our money, it's not the worst thing ever. I think we'll be alright. Alright, Psychic. I do like a root beer float every now and then. I haven't had one in a minute, but yeah, they're good. I don't think we're gonna watch the Space Jam sequel. I heard it wasn't good. I mean, the first one's not anything like superb, but it is very nostalgic. Also, I went and made banana bread. Nice. That's cool. If you got any photos for it, if you want to drop them in Discord, you can. That'd be cool. We could take a look. Ow. My body hurts, and it hates me. Getting old sucks. Earthquake. Not much to see, honestly. Alright. What jump kick? Didn't do much. Goodbye, Jojo. I wish there was a way to boost experience more, but there's just not right now. Gen 5 is going to be kind of difficult once we get there. Because, yeah, we have Autono, and it's like a... It's just a landfill of EXP, but the EXP curve in that game is just weird. Jojo? Mojo? Jojo. This song makes me want to listen to Kingdom Hearts music. I might, but we have to skip 3 or 4 different songs. We can't do the ones where Hikaru Utada is singing. Because I don't want to get muted. I'm being weird. I'm filling the void with comedy. I'm AceofBade. That's a very long name. It's the void. Void. Alright, so we got what? 2.5 more levels? I'm pretty sure we'll be 49 before the end of it. Maybe if we're lucky, 50. It's hard to say. I know grinding Pokemon is not the most exciting thing. With Connie would be a great name. For a comedy group, right? Or a band, whichever. Alright, Typhlosion, get in there, buddy. Buddy boy! I wonder how much Flamethrower is actually gonna do now. I don't think it kills, but it's gonna get at least 2/3 of the way there. 3/4 at the very least. I need you to hit Pogs. I hardly know her. Alright, so we're level 48 now. It's like, where's that water at? Honestly, I'm kind of shocked I haven't had to heal yet. We're doing pretty good. At least I know that even if my mood is down, I still can't help myself when it comes to making these jokes. Well, hopefully being here is helping with the whole boo-boo Dead by Daylight crap that everybody's dealing with. Yeah, the thing you gotta remember, the rank reset just happened, so everybody's back down. So it's kind of like a... It's a slosh right now. Like, I need to knock out killer challenges for the tome as well, but it's not gonna be easy. And they get harder the further in the tome goes. And at least this week, rift points are doubled. That helps a little bit. Yeah, we gotta go here. Houndoom's gonna do some damage to Quagsire. Physically couldn't keep up with the survivors. Never mind catching them. Yeah, there's a good chance you got paired up with people that were surviving with friends as well, where they had comms and stuff. It's bound to happen. I was playing with JP and Twinkie last night. And then I left to go get food and take a shower, and then I came back and we couldn't connect for like a half hour. It was just dumb. So Dead by Daylight was just kind of being dumb yesterday. So it wasn't just you. It was just dumb as a whole. Can this be the last pass through? I guess we'll find out. Do 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 do. I think we're gonna get close. Who is it? It's Bioplim. Everyone I know that plays the game seems to have a love-hate rule. Yep. That's basically it. We love to hate it, and we hate to love it. I think that's why Moopa stopped playing, honestly, 'cause it's just, it's a game. Alright, we got about 8 more minutes for stream raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. Okay. Now, I want to go heal. Stop it. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, I gotta save 1 hyper potion for Quagsire, otherwise I'm gonna have a lot of trouble against that 3rd Dragonite. Okay. Alright, let's do these. So last time, Gyarados did Rain Dance and then spam Surf, so I just gotta make sure one of those Thunder Punches hits and hope I don't get paralyzed. Or hope I'm not fully paralyzed. I am already paralyzed, but... do it. Me debating on doing Thunder Wave or not. I should have. Okay, it's gonna bring me down to about half. Yes, okay, we're good. Solid, baby! I want to save Quagsire as much as I can. Ooh, thank you for the epic unit. Alright, it needs to recharge, so that's good. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. I know one more pass through the Elite Four would definitely push Dragonair over the edge, but I don't want to be locked in here for an extra 20 minutes for no reason. There's just no point. I have to go potty again. Ooh, hyper beam. Okay, cool. I was like, please tank it. Alright, that's one bottle down. 6 more to go. Alright, 49. We're doing good. Making stuff happen. We're making dreams happen, baby. Alright, next song is... Oh, yeah. That's gonna do some damage. Alright, we're good. Alright, here comes the outrage. Alright, we're good. Hack. Go up. Get that last hyper potion that we got. Alright, we should be good now. Hit yourself. Did not. Alright, we got it. We got a crit, but we got it. I'll take it. That's still a lot of experience to do, though. Alright, Quagsire is 59 at least. Trying to learn Mist. Nah, I don't want to Mist. And Haze? You get Mist and Haze at the same level. Wow. The answer is no. The moveset's solid enough. The only way it'd be more solid is if you had Ice Beam over Ice Punch, but it's whatever. Alright, so I need to see how much experience we gotta do for Dragonair. I just gotta get to level 50, that's all we gotta do. And I think we have half a level. Also, we got 1 more minute for stream raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. We're A-okay. I hope so. Finally. Yeah, stream raiders hates us today. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, think of the epic unit. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I got a feeling this isn't gonna take all stream to do, which is good. $3,900. Okay. Sure, we'll just do that. All right. Also, Hash, welcome in. How are you? All right, so we're gonna get. We could do Dragon Breath. And thank you for the epic unit. Much appreciate. Well, thanks for asking. How are you? We're doing pretty well. We are working on the last Pokemon we gotta deal with right now. And then we'll start trading stuff. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Dragon Rage. It's kind of pointless. Alright, so we're gonna fly over to here. We'll do Hash. It's a Charabak. Charabaka. Oh. Also, Sylveon, welcome in. How are you? Also, there's a Houndoom in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it. Do I have Houndoom? I do. Okay. Another Charabak. I saw a check mark on the, because you know the thing pops up as an emote thing, and I thought it was a bug. I was like, kill it. It's dumb. Big dumb. Oh yeah, this won't take very long at all. We're almost there. Nice, Vicky, you got it. Congratulations. Also, Sylveon, we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is type in exclamation gifts. There will be 3 winners today. It didn't work. What didn't work? Oh, the fly on the screen. I see. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't work. Is this enough, or do we have to do one more battle? One more battle. We'll go ahead and take the EXP share because we don't need it anymore. Let's do this. This has been a long time coming. Level 50. Alright, now we're going to withdraw the rare candies, and we're going to have a Dragonite. $51. $52. 53. 54. What Dragonair is evolving? Look at that. We got a Dragonite. Wing attack. Sure, we'll give you wing attack, buddy. We'll get rid of safeguard. And with that, we can mark Dragonite off the list. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so now what we need to do... I think of the epic unit. We need to change box. I'm gonna deposit some Pokemon in these boxes that we don't need anymore, which I think is just Dragonite. Bye, Dragonite. Alright, change box. Switch. So I think we're just gonna stick with Jump Bluff. That's really all we need now. Maybe the bird. Okay. Then we're gonna change boxes one more time. We gotta go catch a bunch of Pokemon for trading. By my count, it is 34. So we're gonna go to... I guess we'll just buy a bunch of Ultra Balls. We don't really need the funds anymore. Hopefully that'll be enough. Hopefully. Alright, encounter... Hold on. We gotta put Jump Bluff up front. So we can put stuff to sleep if we really need to, if they're being stubborn. Alright, number 1. Watch one of these be a shiny. That would be funny. I'm just gonna go for it. I only had one Ultra Ball left, because I just bought 50. Oh, we're gonna be stubborn. Okay, sure. You know what? That's fine. Dude, seriously? I don't want to do this. It's not the best method ever, but it is a method. Ah, fuck off. I can't hit it, it'll die. Wow. That's some absolute horse shit right there. Alright, I'm gonna go get something that... You know what? We're just gonna try again. We'll just run into another Pidgey, it's fine. Maybe that one was just being stubborn. We'll just try again, it's fine. We got time. We got all the time in the world. Are you serious? Get in the ball. It should not be this difficult. Oh, fuck off. Alright, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. This isn't happening. It's not supposed to be this bad, but I guess it is. Maybe Gen 2's coded differently? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go to Blackthorn. And we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go here specifically. There we go. Maybe this isn't the best idea. I gotta catch a bunch of Gen 1 Pokemon. And these can't be sent over, so... Huh. There's gotta be Geodudes and Gravelers here. Dude. I need 34 Pokemon, half of which go to yellow. Come on now. This game does not want me finishing the decks. Oh my god. I just... They don't want to catch, and I can't catch any, like, Gen 2 Pokemon. Also, Lucas, welcome in. How are you? Okay, maybe if we go up here. Maybe there'll be some up here. I thought it was pretty hyped to see a Skarmory. I mean, I'm getting encounters I shouldn't be getting. Like, that's a 5% encounter. It is a hype moment, but damn, I don't need it. I will settle for that. Can it tank a headbutt? The answer is no. Well, maybe. I don't know. It decided to crit. Why not Leech Seed? I don't want this to take forever. I don't need Ferret. I need Gen 1 Pokemon. That's all I need. Maybe I should go for Magikarp. But even then, I feel like that would take forever too. Okay, Pidgeotto, provided it doesn't try and do Whirlwind. Can you tank a headbutt? I'm in the wrong area. Where's a good area? Maybe Kanto. Maybe that would be a good area to go to. Let's go to Kanto. Roaming Legends. No, those are already done. I don't want to do those again. Gen 1 Mons 4. Yellow. I can't trade Gen 2 over. What are you doing then? Catching Pokemon. Failing hilariously, but... Since Pidgey didn't want to get an Ultra Ball, then we're just going to go do something else. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. Let's see... You know what? No. Let's go to, let's go to Fuchsia. No. Apparently I didn't fight this guy. Okay. That's fine. Okay, you can stop now. You can stop now. Alright, fine. We're sitting in Zaytu. I was like, maybe I could use Nightshade, but half the Pokemon I'm gonna end up picking up are normal anyway. And it wouldn't do any good. There's an Indeedee in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it. Alright, now get out of my way. That could work. Indeed, it is a fun name. Oh, fuck off. I'm getting sick of these Pokemon not catching. At least I have the money for the Ultra Balls and stuff, but damn. I'm getting sick of this. I've caught a whopping 0 for trades, and I've wasted 8 Ultra Balls so far on Pokemon that shouldn't be breaking out of Ultra Balls. Okay. That's 1. We need 33 more. Nice, Tiny, you got it. I should probably double check and make sure they don't have moves that didn't belong in Gen 1. That's also a thing. Okay, don't kill it. Remember, we're not trying to kill these. Also, Lucas and Hash, we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is type in exclamation gift and you'll be entered in for a chance to win one of 4 things, including a $10 gift card. That's fine. We will just do all of the Grimer. I know it had minimized back then. This might be a problem. And yes, we are doing a community game night on Friday at 7 p.m. Central. Chat gets to pick the games. Awesome. I didn't know they could run. That's just fantastic. I want to check out the Grimer real quick. Let's see. Stats. I'm pretty sure all of those were in Gen 1. So I think we're good. Alright, headbutt. Go for the flinch, maybe. Be pretty cool. Had disable. That's fine. Go sleep. Alright, 3 down. 31 more to go. Let's go to the other side. Maybe catch a variety. Who knows? I don't know what else over here. I could check, but where's the fun in that? I made a mistake. We need to go back. I don't want to deal with a bunch of Gen 2 Pokemon. I mean, I could trade Gen 2 Pokemon to Gold and Silver, but... there's few and far between. There's more from Gen 1 than I need than Gen 2. Horn attack's fine. It's cold again. I turned off the heater and I'm starting to wonder if I need to turn it back on. Alright, that's 4. Let me double check. Stats. All Gen 1 moves, good. It's really foggy. Nice. Alright, need a queen or need arena should be about the same. Oops. Well, that's not gonna do anything. That's 5. We need 29 more. I want to look at something real quick. I had an idea earlier. It might be a bad idea, but since this is taking quite a bit of time, it would be 2,000 coins for... I think in Goldenrod you can buy a Pokemon for 100 coins. That. $200. It's 200 coins. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I can heal up. At that rate, it would cost 4,000 a Pokemon. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. I never did go check up here. I don't know if there's anything up here or not. There is not. Then again, it's not as scary while it's still light out. Okay. I don't know what he gives out, if he gives out anything at all. I think honestly this is the best bet that I have. It seems that way anyway. I mean, if the Sarvaria zone was a thing, that'd be easier, but it's not, sadly. Alright, can you tank a headbutt? We gonna find out. You can, good. Don't use whirlwind. That's all I'm asking. That is a stubborn Pidgeotto. Also, we got about 2 more minutes for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units. At this point, I've lost count. I think that's 6. I'm just gonna roll back and forth. I wish there was more patches of grass, but it is what it is. Yeah, please don't do that. Man, Pidgeotos are stubborn. I wonder if it's the same as in Gen 1 where the Great Ball is better than the Ultra Ball. I don't really know. Alright, that's 7. Huey, what you got, my dude? I don't really need to go there anymore, dude. Honestly, I could delete all the numbers. Except Joey's. Gotta keep Joey's on there. For obvious reasons. Ooh, we got a flinch, nice. Alright, after this catch, we'll do Stream Raiders. Go. I think between, like, button mashes and stuff, I'm gonna do sleeving and stuff. Horn attack, sure. Alright, pack. Ultra Ball, go! Some of these sleeves do not want to open up, man. It's kind of sad. Ooh, thank you for the epic unit. Alright, we fell asleep. Good. I don't think I have Porygon yet. Some of these I might, and I just can't remember. Ooh, we broke out. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun for me at all. Can you, like, not do that? That'd be great. Just getting the ball. I've had a pretty good streak going so far. Thank you. And we got 2 more to sleep up. There's a Cherubi in chat if I was trying to catch it. Sleep pattern. Alright, you gotta go sleep. There you go. We got him. Alright, now you just gotta get in the ball. Yeah, you got it, Vicky. Aw, you butt. Alright, Gen 6. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 4, I think, Gen 3, Gen 6, Gen 3. Come on, get in the ball. Quit being stubborn. Go like that. There we go, got him. Nice. You got it. Like I said, you got it. And Gen 4, I think it's like that. Gen 5, easy. And then Gen 6, I'm guessing it's like that. Okay. That'll be easier to sort through later. Okay, so we can go ahead and put the sleeves up. Yeah, don't use Poison Sting. That's mean. Now go to sleep. I said go to sleep. He went to sleep finally. Okay. No, you can't break free. That's not how that works. I guess I could see which ones I actually need out of this. These are the only ones that I can remember. Alright, Pidgeotto. Do not do Whirlwind. I don't care what you do, but do not do Whirlwind. Gust is fine. Alright, we're gonna have to heal up soon. Oh, we do have Porygon. Okay. I was wrong. We already have Porygon. Alright, going to Gen 2, looking for Sudowoodo. I don't think I have the reverse hollow one. And I don't. Go with the headbutt. That almost killed. That could have been bad. Now go to sleep. That's not good. Okay, good. Alright, we're gonna have to heal up after this, and then I can count how many we have so far. Hopefully I don't have to buy any extra Ultra Balls. Or just balls in general. I don't wanna. Do 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 do. So we're going to Gen 3 next. Okay, we do have Seed Up, but we don't have Nuzleaf. Cool. Alright, 1, 2, 3. You know what? I got a better idea. So we have 14 out of 34, so we need 20 more. So we can catch 6 more for this box. No, we can catch 10 more. I can't math right now. Okay. So C dot we already have. Nuzleaf, we did not. No. And I was right about Makuhita and Hariyama. We didn't have Hariyama. Cool. Alright, so that's number 15. Well, we can't do anything with that. I'd kill it for experience, but I kind of need the headbutts, so that's not gonna happen. Alright, go to sleep. He went to sleep. Alright, so we do Ultra Ball. Pretty sure I have Bronzor. Yes. Alright, we got the Nidorino. Nice. So that was number 16. I gotta say him after every encounter, otherwise I'm gonna lose track. And we don't want to do that.
Hello there.
Veld, welcome in. Hello there. How's it going? How are you? How's life? So this will be number 17. Not too bad right now. Nice. We are doing a giveaway also. All you have to do is type in exclamation gift and you'll be entered in. I didn't mean to run into you. Just installed new router. Nice. Very cool. That's gotta be exciting. I have returned. What did I miss? We are catching Pokemon now to trade over. So that's what we're doing. And I accidentally ran into a trainer. So I gotta deal with that. Ah, awesome. I think we're at 17 out of 34, so we're halfway there. It took a while for the media converter to be delivered, and I had the router for a while. The old router had a fiber port itself, and the new one doesn't, so I needed the media converter before I could start. Gotcha. Admittedly, I don't know that much about routers, but I think I have to get a different kind of internet when I move too, which is gonna suck, but because I like this internet. It ain't too bad. Alright, back to it. Whoa, living on a prayer. Internet's great, but the router that I have from the provider is garbage. It do be like that, though. Man, the Pidgeotto wake up and choose violence today. Gross. Okay, I don't know where Rhyperior goes numerically. So that's number 18. I mean, I'll know I'm done with the first box when I get up to 24, because Bill will call and say, "Hey, box is full." I was gonna go just catch a bunch of Pidgeys and stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to kill. But they wouldn't get in the Ultra Ball, so this is the best way that I've had luck with. I'm not trying to kill everything either. Kid butt. Go to sleep. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. So it should be 19 if I was counting right. Hopefully somebody else is counting with me. I don't really know. Oh no, you're supposed to get in the ball. What are you doing? Okay, the rest of these I'll have to figure out later because I can't figure out what their dex numbers are and stuff. I'm not that good at Pokemon. I try to, but I'm not. I'm a fraud. But that's why we're doing this. Another reason. So it should be number 20. I hope. Two, three. I'm in a singing mood right now, so I ended up singing that entire chorus. Seems like singing voice has finally fixed itself. Nice. Yeah, Gen 3 is going to be, I think, more fun. Even though technically I've already done Gen 3, but it's fine. I did that in my spare time, but I didn't do it on stream, so. Okay. That's a dancing emote. That's fun. Oh, you didn't go to sleep. Why didn't you go to sleep? Go to sleep. Got him. Or is there a Berserker in chat if anybody wants to try and catch it? I think that's Meowth's Galarian evolution. I think. When Bill calls, we'll be at 24, and then we just need 10 more after that. Because I've lost count. I think we're at 23, but I could be wrong. Come on, Sky, you gotta do better than that. You're getting bested by a cat. Also, we got about 11 more minutes for Stream Raiders. Don't forget to drop in your units every 5 minutes. Got a flinch, nice. Oh, I'm cold. I don't even know what the temperature is. I think it's like 40 something right now. That's not ugly. No. Alright, so now we're at 24. Bye now. Hopefully we have enough Ultra Balls. We only need 10 more Pokemon. I might as well heal up. Hopefully all of these have Gen 1 moves, so I don't have to worry about deleting any moves. I don't want to have to deal with that. Alright, change box. We gotta go to box 13. There's only 14 boxes. That's crazy though. I like his little beard. Yeah, it's got a little beard. Alright, we're all healed up. We need 10 more Pokemon. We need to make sure we have the items for trade evolutions. I've got at least 4. I have the Metal Coat for 1. I got the Metal Coat in another game. I've got a King's Rock. I've got a Dragon Scale. And I don't remember what the... I know I need another King's Rock, but I don't remember what the 6th... Oh, upgrade. I need to find the upgrade. Because I don't think I have it. If somebody wants to look up where you get upgrade in Pokemon Crystal, that'd be pretty cool. I'll have to find out eventually. It's better than the Meowth. The Galarian Meowth, or what? Wait, there's no Galarian Meowth, is there? Moopa, hello. Hello. How's it going? We're doing a giveaway if you wanna enter. Set of stickers, Pokemon card, Pokemon TCG code card, or a $10 gift card. There's only one $10 gift card though, so. Oh, you get it at Silco. Okay, cool. About to eat lunch. Nice. Okay, so we need 9 more Pokemon. Coincidentally, I'm already kind of close to where I need to be. Well, Moopa, what's for lunch? No, you did it right. I changed it to exclamation. Everybody typed it in anyway. Chicken salad sandwich. So, did you just did you put bread in a salad and call it a sandwich? I didn't mean to kill that. Admittedly, I don't know really what chicken salad is. I assume it's a salad with chicken in it. It's like tuna sandwich, but it's chicken. Ah, I see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take these out because I don't need these anymore. Okay. That was bugging me. You would not. No. I know. I don't like tomato, or I don't like tuna. I don't like canned fish in general. It's just not my thing. And I don't like condiments, so I definitely wouldn't. That's one reason why I definitely would not like deviled eggs, because there's condiments on them. Crap, how many more Pokemon? Is that 8? We need 8 more. Is somebody counting? Because I lost count. We'll say it's 8. We got 8 more to go. I can't do that. Deviled egg, it's just you boil the eggs, you gut the egg yolk out, and then you fill it with like mustard and, what is it, cayenne pepper? I think that's what it is. That's all I know. I've never made them. I never will. They're not my thing. Shelled, cut in half, filled with paste made from the egg yolks mixed with other ingredients such as mayo and malala. Gross. Alright, 7 more. Okay, so you actually keep the yolk. Okay. I wasn't really sure. Yeah, it's like an appetizer though. I don't really like boiled eggs anyway. I cannot get past the texture. Damn it. What's up, Sabbath? You alright? What's up, buddy? Come here. No? Okay. You lost me at mayo and mustard. So what are we up to today? Well, we are catching another 7 Pokemon. Hopefully after this 6. And then we're going to start trading everything over and be done. Okay. Not quite there yet. It's fine. We got Dragonite. Then we got Puputar. Alright, 6 more Pokemon. Moop, I'm also not happy about that name, by the way. What's up, buddy? You okay? Okay. You love your ad? No. I'm good. Sabbath. He keeps staring at me. Like he wants to jump up on my lap. But he won't jump up here. Well, I don't know why. Damn. There we go. Hey, buddy. He's doing the lurk. He is. He's up here now. What's up, buddy? 2, 3. Okay, 5 more Pokemon. I think he's cold. It is 40 degrees. Don't bite me. Are there shinies? There are. Because this is where you get the red Gyarados. And on Pokemon Gold, I actually caught a shiny Magikarp. And against Brando in one of the challenges, I caught a shiny, or I found a shiny Centric, couldn't catch it though. Okay, I think we got 4 more to go. If I counted right. Good flinch, I like that. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Damn it, you little shit. I'm running out of headbutts. Stop it. What you doing, buddy? You okay? We got less than a minute for Stream Raiders also. Hey buddy, what you doing? Ooh. What, 3 more that we gotta catch? On the plus side, this is not gonna take the entire stream, so that's good. Cactar, sure. Maybe not while Sabbath is sitting in my lap. Because I can't reach back there right now and get Cactar. But I will keep that in mind. Alright, we'll do this last Pokemon and then we'll do Stream Raiders. No worries, your lap is busy. A little bit. $58 units. Good job, everybody. By my count, we need 3 more Pokemon, I think. Also, for people who weren't here when we opened up the booster packs, we did not get any hits at all. Hey, you okay? There's a Whimsicott in chat if anybody was trying to catch it. Nah, that's not good. I may have to go get some Ultra Balls. Or Great Balls or something.
Level? Mine's pretty big.
Bruni! Hi. What's up, buddy? Oh no, you gotta catch. Come on. Think of the epic unit. I have a cat in my lap right now, Bruni. I can't do power level, but I will soon. How are good. How you? I think we need 2 more. I don't remember. I still got to do a power level check and a yeet. I haven't forgotten. Yeah, Sabbath does. You heard of her? Dang, this mic picks up everything. What's up, buddy? Ooh. Ooh. Nice, guy, you got it. I'm good. Taking the day off to have to myself. Much needed. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully you're doing alright. Let's double check and see how many we have in this box. Yeah, I need 1 more Pokemon. Indeed. Yeah, I totally get it. How do you get over to the... Do you have to use cut? Okay, ew, first off. Yeah, I ain't got that kind of time. We'll go to Saffron. We'll just use their mark. That's fine. Since Fuchsia has to be super difficult and not let you buy items without the use of an outdated HM. There we go. Okay, and since we're already in Saffron, let's go find that that upgrade. Here. I'm assuming it's not her, but maybe it is. We're gonna go upstairs, but since you came such a long way, I have this as a little souvenir. Okay. I think we have all of the trading items that we need. I think. Alright, let's go catch one more Pokemon, and then I think it's time to start figuring out how to trade and stuff. No, can't get... Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I just gotta make sure that one goes to Gen 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw an Ultra Ball. Because I don't think I could put you to sleep, but I might be able to. I don't remember. I know I can't Leech Seed you, but I don't remember if powders work on grass types or not. It doesn't matter. We're solid. Alright, now I need to figure out who is in what box. I'm stuck. Help! What's up, Sabbath? Hey, buddy. Ooh. No, go up. Go up. There you go. Alright, Bill. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. Alright, so we're gonna deposit these. You just got Dragonite Pupitar besides trading. No, those are done. They're not greened out, but they have numbers next to them. Okay, so I need to figure out where our trade Pokemon are. Let's have it. Now it's a little difficult. Yeah, just trading now, I think. Okay, so Seadra. I'm gonna have to write these down. Seadra, box 9. Box 9. Scyther, box 4. Onyx, box 6. Slowpoke, box 6. Bye, Sabbath. What are the other two? Poliwhirl. I can't type. Box 6 also, cool. That's convenient. And who's the last one? It is... Okay, my mind's blanking on the 6th one. You planning to get Celebi? No, we can't, unfortunately. Politoed, Slowking, Steelix, Caesar, Kingdra, Porygon. Okay, I gotta find Porygon. That's it. That's why we went and got the upgrade. Oh, I didn't put Porygon in here. Okay, so I just gotta go find it. I want to say it's in box 10, but we'll go to box 6 first. And we'll withdraw those 3 Pokemon that I need. Okay, so Onix. Poliwhirl. And Slowpoke. And I'm gonna go ahead and deposit Zaytu because we don't need it. Alright, so we need to go to box 4 and get Scyther out. I guess we'll take that one. And then we gotta go to box 9. I struggled with that one. So we're looking for Seadra. That one specifically. Just in case, I'm gonna double check and see if Porygon's in here. And it is not. Okay. I'll check box 10. If not, it's an 11. Nah, if there was a way I could get Celebi, I think the only way I can is with a Game Shark. And I don't feel like buying one right now. Alright, box 11. So it didn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna need items. Metal Coat. Not the Dragon Fang. We need King's Rock. And Dragon Scale. Gib. Scizor over Steelix for sure. We'll do Politoed. I gotta get the other King's Rock.